guys, so welcome back to the next module of this course, the basics of social selling. So the contents of this module: what is social selling, Mehrabian's communication model, and what you should have in place so far throughout this course. So what is social selling? Obviously social selling is what LinkedIn is based on, so it's not just a specific section, it's basically the whole foundations of how you use LinkedIn to sell. But just to break it down, the basic principles of social selling are as follows: creating a professional brand, interacting with the correct prospects, engaging with relevant insights and value, and building trust-filled relationships. Just a note at the bottom of this slide. So most people are fine building the relationship online, but it's moving the conversation offline that people struggle with the most. That's most of the clients that come to me, is they're fine engaging and they know how to speak with people on LinkedIn, but then they struggle to actually move them to a sales call and make that transition. Bearing this in mind, the following slide will help prepare you for when you move towards the closing process. Obviously, this course isn't on how to close, it's just how to generate high quality leads, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a sort of guideline for you guys just to help you make that transition over towards the sales process. So, Mehrabian's communication model. What is Mehrabian's formula? It is 7%, 38%, 55%. This means 7% of meaning is in spoken words, 38% of meaning is paralinguistic, so it's the way words are said, so sort of the tone of the voice, and 55% of meaning is in facial expression, so body language, for example. Mehrabian's communication model, obviously this is a very simplistic version, and I'm going to explain why this is relevant in a second. But basically this breaks down that it's so important how you communicate, not so in the words that you say, but how you say them and how you express yourself, which is why in some of the later modules I'm going to go through how to do video outreach with you, and this really helps you connect and engage more so with prospects than just having the words in a conversation. And that would be one of the main ways that you can actually connect with somebody and move them off onto a sales call, a video call, or an in-person meeting, which is really when you can sell using everything else besides your words. So what can we take from Mehrabian's formula? So don't solely rely on Mehrabian's model, but merely use it as a reminder that your body language and tone of voice will affect how your message is relayed to a prospect. You may think that this is only relevant with an in-person meeting, but you're reading these cues all the time, whether it's over a sales call or video outreach. Mastering the skill of lining up all these verbal and non-verbal cues can take some time, but mastering these skills can make or break how someone sees you and your offer. So just to put this into perspective, when I used to do a lot of sales, this is what they push on us. A lot of the time it wasn't the content of what we said, but it was how we said it and portrayed it and how we carried ourselves in a conversation to somebody else. We literally used to practice this and sort of experiment on it in the field when we were actually out selling. And I could give exactly the same pitch to somebody, but the delivery of that pitch is going to completely change that person's perspective of how they see you, take you seriously, respect you, and also the offer that you're posing to them. So bear this in mind and sort of take it on as a skill that you're going to have to learn to really help you sell down the line. So okay, what should you have in place so far? So far throughout the course, we should have done the following. Your profile should be complete and optimized for both SEO, keyword ranking, and also for your target audience. You should have started collecting endorsements and recommendations, so all of the social proof type of stuff. And you should have started posting regular updates and have at least published one article. So if you've not completed any of the above, please revisit an earlier phase, watch the module that you need to watch and refresh yourself on, and make sure you complete it before continuing with the course. This course is laid out in a specific format, in a specific way to help you build from the foundations upwards. So you shouldn't really skip through all of the phases and put stuff in place randomly, because it won't be as effective. So please try and complete stuff as we go through it. And if you get confused, rewatch the module or reach out to people in the Facebook community for support. So that's everything for this module. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again in the next one.